Hello, everybody, and welcome to a conversation with artist Ellen Greene. She's exhibiting in the 7th annual Evanston Made group show, and we are very grateful that she is here with us today. Hello, Ellen.
Hello.
Hello. Let's first begin with you describing the piece that you're exhibiting in the group show.
Yes, so it is a self-portrait in a series of self-portraits that I created during quarantine / shutdown. They kind of, this one in particular was around the idea of shelter. Some of the other self-portraits were about isolation or dream states or just different experiences I was having as an isolated / quarantine person. But the one that's in the show specifically is about shelter and the desire for it, seeking it.
Desire for it and seeking. So is that part of what's happening on your canvas right now? Are you exploring a body of work about shelter?
I think more a body of work about the different states that I'm experiencing in quarantine psychologically and emotionally, with this kind of desire for shelter just being one of them. Mm-hmm.
And how has your practice, we're hearing from artists, either the shelter in has been great and I've been really productive, and or how is your practice affected by the shelter in?
Yeah, I think I fall into the category of productive. And I think there's just kind of nothing else to do but paint. I work my day job, I parent the kids, and then everything else is painting because there's really nothing else to do. There's no kind of distraction involved. I mean, there starts to be a little bit as things open up, the kind of, I can feel the like, oh, I could go do that. Oh, I could go do that. But really, I'm kind of falling more into still just staying more at home and not interacting outward as much. So the series continues.
Yes, capitalizing on the captivity. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Walk through us a little bit about your journey to becoming an artist and when you began to use the title or refer to yourself as an artist.
Mm-hmm. Well, I replied in the email quite sarcastically, but also / truthfully. I was like, I was born. When did I become an artist? It literally, from the moment I stepped out. My mom has drawings of me, which I exhibited in the show that I did at 1100 Florence Gallery, Midwestern Punk Mom. I had drawings of my earliest days. So I don't remember when I wasn't actively making. Owning the title, I am an artist, actually did take some time. I think after art school, I was particularly burnt out. I got married, had kids at different times. I was like, oh, I'm a mom, and my art was over here on the side. But as my kids have gotten older, as I went through my divorce, like I've just kind of owned that title completely. So it's been a journey, but it's never really left me. It's always who I've been. I've just chosen to ignore it at my own peril different times in my life.
At my own peril. Excellent.
It always comes back for me.
Who is it or what is it that informs you as you come to a canvas or a new body of work? Where do you find your inspiration?
It's internal. It's an internal narrative. It's an internal conversation with myself. Oftentimes they come as visions or images directly inside of my head with no kind of pre-sketching or mitigation. It might just be kind of this idea that then I take photographs and then that ends up being the reference photo. Yeah, but as far as like getting, I think instead of, I used to look at art. How about that? I would go to museums maybe to get inspired if I felt kind of creatively constipated. But I think now it's more, again, looking internally, maybe reading some books. I think I get a lot of ideas from the internet too. Looking at art online is a way to kind of get an idea of what's there, but it's also kind of limiting. But I know that's kind of a roundabout way.
I'm very inspired by your latest series because I feel like it's a new
Mm.
type of portrait work that I haven't seen before. I'm really enjoying it. I'm long used to your layers and wallpaper and fabric, but the way that you're portraying you now is super compelling. I'm very grateful that you're sharing the work with us and that you're making the work. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. It's fun doing it. It's taken maybe this particular time to just strip away everything that is not essential down to
Mm,
me.
keep doing just you. Thank you, Madeline.
Thanks, Lisa.